everybody. Jyotsna here, and my students like to call me Coach Joe. Author program is one of my passion projects. I collaborated with Neetu Rishi. She's an amazing coach, mentor, and she coaches and teaches the author program for Gifted Gabber. And I'm so happy to have this wonderful young boy, Ishaan Jay, who has co-authored this book, Lost Between Reality and Dreams. And I want to welcome Ishaan. Hey, Ishaan.
Hello.
Hey, Ishaan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Congratulations on getting your book published. I know it's not an easy task to be consistent and consistently be creative, right? In the beginning, it's a shiny new object. When you start writing, it seems all well, but after a while, I know how it happens. So I want to give this floor to you, and I want you to introduce yourself. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So my name is Ishaan Jay. I'm a 7th grader and I go to Lionville Middle School. And some of my hobbies include playing basketball, running, playing chess, and doing art.
Fantastic, fantastic. Now, can you please tell us about the book that you co-authored with other people? Specifically, what was your book about?
So basically, it's about these two kids who end up on a island and they don't even know how they got there. They just wake up on an island one day and they have to work together to survive and escape the island.
Wonderful, wonderful. If it's right, you wanted to show more teamwork, is it? Or what was the rationale or the thought process behind the plot of the book?
I wanted to show how the characters work together to survive, like you said, teamwork. And I wanted to make it an interesting story about from when they got into the island to when they escaped.
Amazing, amazing. And also, how did you select the title of the book?
Well, I just thought of Island Survivor because in the end, only one of the characters survives. So instead of just survivors, I put survivor and he escapes the island successfully.
Amazing, amazing. And what are the characters in your book and how did you go about selecting them?
So the characters are named Sam and Jeremy. They're both boys in middle school. I picked them because they're based off of some of my friends from school.
Oh, very nice, very nice. And also, was there a really hard scene that you struggled with to write in your book?
Yeah, it was definitely a part where they escaped the island because I wanted it to make it I wanted to fill it with lots of action, and I decided to make only one character leave the island, and the other sadly didn't make it.
Okay, so was it hard to pick one of the characters?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
how they don't escape, and how one of them did escape, and all of that.
that's wonderful. It shows your personality and how deep you were thinking about. And also, I wanted to ask you, did the creative process sort of energize you or exhaust you?
It energized me. I looked forward to writing this, and I always had I was always coming up with new ideas for the story.
Wonderful, wonderful. And also the writing process, did it feel like a chore to keep up with the deliverables, or was it easy to handle?
It wasn't too bad. I found myself spending a good amount of time writing each week or so.
Okay, very nice, very nice. And how do you feel now that you have published your book? What is the feeling that you have right now?
I feel proud of myself, and I have an experience of a co-author, and I actually have a book published, so I'm proud of that.
Oh, got it. And which grade are you again?
I'm in 7th grade.
Okay, so how did you balance the schoolwork Of course, you have a lot of extracurricular activities, family commitment, and also the writing commitment. Like, how did you balance all of that?
Aside from like everything else, I always had like a little bit of free time on the weekends to spend amount of good of time writing. So I just use that time wisely, and I was like writing, and I was like being productive.
Okay. I mean, I have interviewed other students, and they've told me that the editing process was quite brutal, where they were forced to chop off a lot of words. Was Did you encounter the same experience where you had to like shorten what you had written?
No, I tried my best to make sure that I had a good amount of words, but at the same time, not like so many words so that it would become boring, and the person who's reading the book will like lose interest.
Very nice. I mean, it seems like I'm speaking to an established author, right? It's a very nice perspective that you bring in, that you don't want to bore the reader to death. That's like really, really cool, dude. Yeah. What was one of the hardest part of this process?
Well, sometimes, like, if I was stuck on a certain scene or something, I would just, like, maybe take a little break, but I would come back to it, but I was always, like, push myself and make sure I finished it.
Amazing. Very nice. Very nice. And how did this whole author process help you with the school? I mean, did it help you? What are your thoughts about it?
Yeah, it helped me. I felt like I was more creative with, like, maybe, like, writing a certain paper in school, and I found myself, like, getting new ideas.
Okay. Did your vocabulary have to improve? Can you get a little bit more specific as to how this creative writing process helped you in school?
Yeah, it helped my vocabulary too. It helped me, like, spell words better, and I found myself, like, writing about things, like, I thought I wouldn't write about in a certain topic.
Amazing. Fantastic. Okay. So now for the program structure, did the Gifted Gabber author program help you in the process? How did it help you?
It helped me, like, I always enjoyed writing, but now, like, ever since I did this program, it made me, like, enjoy writing more, and I'm also happy that I'm, like, an experienced author now.
Very nice, very nice, amazing, amazing. And also, I wanted to ask you, like, Miss Neetu Rishi is an amazing mentor and a coach, and she has such a positive personality, and she keeps encouraging students. So, how did her guidance and expertise help you in your effort?
She was very motivational. She would say things that would, keep me good going forward, and she also gave me tips and, whenever I was stuck, and it would help me, go forward and finish my book.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah. And finally, Ishan, what piece of advice would you give other students? I know it's a great effort, and I want to congratulate you. It's not easy, like finishing and publishing a book. I know a lot of students who come to the program and don't reach the finish line because they just give up. But you are not one of them. You went ahead, finished it, and you published your book. What is the piece of advice that you would give to anybody who would want to take on this effort?
I think it's all about, time and, the effort you put in. You should always use your time wisely and try to find the time to do something you love, and you should put a lot of effort into it, like, as much effort as you can put.
Awesome. Awesome. Are there, I mean, do you want to share your book, and do you want to read a line or I mean, a paragraph from it? Please go ahead.
Okay. For the first few hours, Jeremy and I panicked and almost cried, but then we decided to find the courage and survive for the sake of our families because we thought we might see them again. We did not know anything about survival, and yes, I admit we needed our mothers to help us at first, even though they weren't even here. We examined the island, and luckily we found some coconuts, but there was a slight problem though. It was really high, and one of us needed to climb a tree to get them. Neither of us could do it, so we gave up on it. We found bananas and we quickly devoured them. It was nighttime, and we used some banana leaves to make a small bed for us, and we slept.
That's wonderful. That's truly wonderful. Thank you very much for coming here and sharing your story. Are there any parting words that you would like to share before I let you go?
I think you should always keep going forward. Don't let anything stop you. And yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, guys, this is Ishaan Jay. He's the co-author of Lost Between Reality and Dreams. A big round of applause to Ishaan. So, Ishaan, thank you so much for coming over and sharing your journey. I wish you well, and I wish your book sells. You're able to sell many, many copies. And I'm just hoping that there is a sequel and you get to like completely author your book. So, congratulations. Thank you, Ishaan.